squid season. We're off the southern coast of Rhode Island, 35, 40 feet of water, fishing for squid. This year's run, it's been kind of a trickle run this year. Usually when these squid come in, it just goes from nothing to just all in, high 40-degree water, 50-degree water. This year is a little different. It's been kind of a trickle run. We had a real cold rain the first week of May. The water's warmed up since then. It's 55 degrees tonight. We're looking to have a good night. What's a good night? Two guys, 3.5 hours should be expecting to do a full 5-gallon bucket. So we're gonna get going here. And it looks like we're marking some already.
Double.
It's a good idea with these squid to just keep the deck wet. If you have a wash down pump, just spray everything, get it wet, keep it wet. Every 15 minutes, just do a quick spritz. It'll help with the ink so you don't have a mess tomorrow morning. You don't have a bunch of dried ink on the boat. If you don't have a wash down pump, you can just use a 5-gallon bucket or a small 1-gallon pail, just something, just spray, keep it wet. It'll help out a lot. These are large squid. I don't know if you can see in the camera. These are all very large. So we're marking now. The majority of the fish are mid-water column down. We're only in about 35, 36 feet of water. And I'm just gonna open my bail and I'm gonna have my rod at about the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock position. I'm just gonna pull it up to maybe 11 or so. And those puffs, when the line comes off the spool arbor, I'm watching that coil enter the water and it should just all sink at the same rate. If that line stops, you have a hit. Close your bail with your hand and start reeling. Tonight, I'm probably catching 60, 70% of my squid just on the way down like that. So I'm doing about four puffs. So one, that's about, your 8 foot or so. Two, and as it's coming off the arbor, I'm watching that line in the water, and when it stops, I know I have a hit. That's all I'm doing. We have 2 LEDs off the back. And you can actually just see them. You'll see your line kind of disappear and it'll just stop before it hits bottom, and you know that's a fish. A squid rather. See, I just had a hit there. I watching it go down and it stopped before that fourth time, before I found bottom. Very slow up and down, about 3/4 the way down. And you gotta be quick, because these are just a basket hook. There's no barbs, there's no mouth to go in and out of. They're just coming up and throwing their tentacles out, grabbing it. You're getting that basket hooks grabbing them. Just had a hit right there. Always keep the pressure on, don't stop reeling. It's just gonna feel like weeds. You get a little fickle, you gotta really... There we go. Double. So you just got to stay on them. We just have two of these 6-diode LEDs off the transom. I made a starboard plate for them. I just remove a couple rub rail screws. And this kind of creates a little kind of a light cone here, and the squid will tend to stay on the edge of the light cone. We'll also use this to just charge our jigs up every once in a while. All right, so we're right at almost a bucket. 2.5 hours of fishing, just for gear. 4000 series reels, Penn Clash, and then a Penn skirted spinning 4500. Medium heavy, 7.5 foot outfits. I have braid on mine. He has mono, but any type of like a medium heavy would work. Even a medium light. You don't really need to get too crazy with these. We just have just a weighted jig on the bottom, and then about 2 feet up, just a Yo-Zuri, like just a cloth. They glow. But good night. 2.5 hours. Good night.